Hi, I want to sing you the chorus of one of my songs to get us in the mood for today's tapping. The chorus is simply these words. Handle yourself with care. There's a precious child of God in there. Handle yourself with care. There's a precious child of God in there. Maybe we'll come around to that chorus after we do some tapping. So we're going to do some tapping on the tendency to micromanage yourself. To take a magnifying glass and scrutinize your life, especially your faults or what you perceive as your faults, and how that gets in the way of living a joyful, open-hearted, playful existence. In a sense, micromanaging yourself is a form of narcissism because your attention just keeps going towards looking at yourself, and you're in critical condition because you're critical towards your little things. I used to, when I had acne, I used to stand for long periods of time in front of the mirror and pop my pimples and just pick on them. It was kind of like picking on myself. It was not very helpful. It made things worse. And that's what I continue to do when I micromanage my life. It's like I'm staring at the things that I perceive are wrong with me, and I'm worrying about them, and I'm trying to fix them. And where your attention goes, that's where life flows. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think it's an Abraham Hicks quote. But anyway, enough talking. So just think of a way or an area in your life where you micromanage, and how in your face you are with that behavior or that thinking process. And let's lighten up. Let's start taking our attention away from our zits and putting our attention on our beauty, our divinity, the macrocosm. When you step back from your faults and your life, you just see the way God sees you, how beautiful and wonderful you are. So even though I have a tendency to micromanage myself, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I've been taught to micromanage myself, and it's painful, it hurts, it's like I'm picking on myself, but a part of me thinks that it's doing something valuable by putting all my attention on these things about myself that I don't like. So even though part of me believes that micromanaging is valuable, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I micromanage myself sometimes, maybe a lot, I choose to step back from the mirror and step far enough away so instead of just seeing my pimples or my problems, I see the luminous, beautiful, innocent child of God that I am. And then I choose to handle myself with care, as I deeply love, honor, and accept myself. So, I have a tendency to micromanage myself, to fixate on fixing things about myself that I don't like. And if I can't fix them, then I just beat myself up for having them. And I micromanage how bad I'm doing. And that's just painful. Maybe somewhere along the line, people role modeled that behavior for me. Maybe I was micromanaged as a child. Somewhere along the line, I learned to do the job on myself. And that part of me that does it does feel like it's on purpose, like it has a mission, that it's protecting me from danger. The more I can scrutinize my faults and weaknesses, the more the world might leave me alone. Because it'll see me being hard on myself, and God or my parents or anyone or just is going to leave me alone because I'm punishing myself. So I might avoid punishment. I might avoid criticism. Maybe I'll avoid shame by shaming myself with micromanaging. For whatever reasons that I'm doing it, I choose to recognize that I've been doing it and that it's safe to let it go. It's safe to take a step back and see the glory and the beauty, the wonderful, beautiful intentions and the innocence of a holy child of God. So letting go of this heavy energy of micromanaging, letting it be replaced by God's grace. Just letting myself learn to be graceful with myself. Because the more that I take my attention away from my complexion and put it on service and self-expression, the less I feel a need to make an impression. And I no longer need to do past life regressions. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Past life regressions, going back to my past with a critical microscope and scrutinizing what I did wrong the day before or 20 years ago. What a waste of my valuable energy. So it feels good to know that I don't have to do it anymore. It feels good to just let it fly away, replacing it with loving myself, replacing the micromanagement with macromanagement, seeing myself through the eyes of the big picture some people call God. And he, she, we are smiling upon me just as I am. So I choose to smile upon me just as I am and sing or just feel and think the chorus of this song one more time. Handle yourself with care. There's a precious child of God in there. Handle yourself with care. There's a precious child of God in there. Let's do it again. Handle yourself with care. Actually, let's do it differently. Put your hand on your heart and sing, I handle myself with care. I handle myself with care. There's a precious child in God. I handle myself with care. There's a precious child of God in there. If I had the technology to edit out the mistakes that I made, I wouldn't. Because I want you to see me as an example of somebody that just doesn't really put this scrutinizing attention on the mistakes, but takes the attention away from the little microcosm and just puts the attention on how beautiful this moment is, how beautiful that song was, how beautiful you are. And I'm going to put I have that song professionally done, and I'm going to put a link in the information box below. So if you want to listen to the song recorded beautifully with a professional band and background singers, that's going to be available. And if you ever want to talk to me about having a private session, my information will be in the information box itself. Have a wonderful day. God bless.